6 years ago, on Saturday, March 25th, 2017, Legos Island was created. My lord, how the heck has it been 6 years? That's nuts. I have never owned a Minecraft world this long. And I'm very proud of myself that I've managed to keep it alive this long. Of course, hopefully many more years to come. So, without further ado, let's jump into the episode. As you can see, the last time I accessed Legos Island was free 25/23 at 9:09 p.m. Let's jump into it. Woo! Alright guys, so, as in, I think, kind of yearly tradition, I think we land on the balcony, at least from the second anniversary, from what I recall. Anyway, let's jump into it automatically. And well, here we are. We can automatically just jump in right here. Let's see, with free dogs, because this is an event tour, let's see which free dogs we get. Well, first off, we need to make sure we get cake. Even if we don't get it from the dispenser, we'll still get here regardless, as it is an anniversary. Lucky, Holiday, and Rez. One of those will have to be cake. Alright, I have all three. I took out Holiday. I'm in favor of cake. And the only reason I didn't take out one of the other guys is because both of their colors are green, which kind of represents the color theme of this party. The color scheme. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Color scheme. Yep, notice how they're both green, representing the color scheme of this party. I took out Holiday in favor of cake, of course. Of course, I got them off camera because I don't want to spoil the dog park until we get to there later. That is understandable. So, without further ado, let's automatically jump down to the port because this is where the 6th anniversary cake and just center of the party takes place. As you guys can see, we have a cake that has a number 6 made out of emerald to celebrate the 6th anniversary of Legos Island. Oh boy, what a freaking day this sure has been. Now let's hope like 2019 I can actually get this up on the right day for once. That would actually be pretty cool. Let's make that official by actually continuing right now. And, you know, hopefully not getting off topic. Anyway, as you guys can see, this cake is obviously not as big as the previous year. God, no. The cake of the previous year was way bigger. Obviously, you can see it is much more toned down, so to speak, this entire party. Now, you may notice, you're going to start noticing, this party is much more toned down compared to the previous year. It is way smaller in decorations. And not that many items, only like 8. Originally there was going to be 12, but then I couldn't think of 4 more items. So I just stuck to just 8. Having 2 of them unlocked on the anniversary day, and then the other 6 unlocked throughout the week that this party will be ongoing. So that's understandable. Of course, where's the hat? Well, simple. It's right here. The 6th anniversary hat. Let's pick it up and put it on. And this is the anniversary hat. We can just unwrap the rest of this. Now, genuinely speaking... Oh, come on. I already messed it up. Now, genuinely speaking, mainly the only thing that really should be unwrapped here is, well, right here specifically. So, say, for example, this. Yeah, that should be the only part that still remains unwrapped. So, most of these are going to look like this as the video goes on and throughout this party alone, which is really, really cool. So, let's continue now. Yeah, I paused there on purpose because I realized I never put in this sign right here. You probably noticed that a few seconds back when we were almost about to tour the port. But, yep, it's here. I just realized that now, actually. So, I'm glad I did that right before I probably would get comments saying I forgot. Don't worry, I remember just now. You're welcome. Of course, this would say Legos Island 6th Anniversary Party, March 25th through the 31st, of course ending on April 1st. next Saturday. And then, of course, April Fool's Day party would occur there for the next 2 days until April 3rd. So that's how that's going to go down. Anyway, continuing our tour. Well, alongside this anniversary cake, I am proud to announce for the first time in I think like 3 years, we actually have a yearbook. Like an actual yearbook. Over the last 2 years, if you're unaware, I've had to read them off my phone because I wasn't able to create a yearbook in time. But let's just be clear, I'm going to be real here with all of you. I created this the night beforehand and before setting up any decorations whatsoever, including this very cake. So I thought I'd just bring that up really quick before we jump into it. And without further ado, let's see what it offers. Legos Island Yearbook 2022 to 2023. 6 years of Legos Island already? The 6th year of Legos Island was sure something. Let's look back at what happened from March 2022 to February 2023. March 2022. We celebrated the 5th anniversary of Legos Island on Friday, March 25th, 2022, with the biggest anniversary party. It was nighttime, a lit up theme park, past rooms from the island's history, trivia on past anniversaries, and more. April 2022. We had our most wacky April Fool's party to date. Easter and Earth Day were mixed together again and was a blast. And lastly, we went back in time to save the timeline from 10 merged time periods. May 2022. We celebrated Minecraft's 13th anniversary. Only a day later, due to requests by fans, an eclipse took over the island, and the Festival of Lights was held to celebrate. Memorial Sheep was trapped in the lodge and we had saved him. June 2022. 3 months, 96 items. The island turned into a fruit island paradise for the summer of 2022. Fruits such as apples, chores, watermelons, sweet berries, and glowberries were celebrated. But the truth was, it wasn't always like that. July 2022. 4th of July was, of course, celebrated. However, it got dark. Evil Cluck changed the fruit island into a volcanic island and it got serious. Nether, lava, wildfires, deep dark, and castles took over the island. August 2022. The true summer vacation began as the New York areas returned to end off the summer of 2022. We even went to the Thousand Islands right before it ended and in real life. However, the summer ended late. Instead of September 1st, it was September 5th. September 2022. We celebrated the 4th anniversary of the theme park with a much smaller fair. Later in the month, the island got covered in slime once again in Operation Slime 2022. October 2022. Zombies rise from the dead and started the zombie apocalypse. And yes, I do know there was supposed to be a P right before the S. I didn't realize till after this. Some of the hotel challenges were based off of it. For the Halloween Showdown 2022, it was all in the dark. November 2022. We celebrated Camp Island with a fall and pumpkin twist. Then, the island was blocked by a solar laser in Operation Blackout. Thanksgiving was also celebrated. December 2022. The island became a winter wonderland for Christmas 2022. It included nods to previous Christmas events and entirely custom designs based off of them, making this the most customized Legos Island Christmas of all time. 25 gifts as well. This is of course in reference to the Advent calendar. And also the 12 days of custom items. January 2023. We kicked off 2023 with the New Year's party, of course. Then, we then celebrated the 5th anniversary of the maze in a past future time period. And lastly, we fixed the HQ after Evil Street Leader destroyed it. Oh, and apparently I forgot to add an L there. Oh well. February 2023. We celebrated Valentine's 2023. LEGO got trapped in February 21st, 2018, exactly 5 years later. Restored Beacon's colors on February 22nd, and ended the winter with the Winter Luau. Lastly, we celebrated St. Patrick's Day 2023 right before the 6th anniversary. Thank you for an incredible 6th year on LEGO's Island. Here's to an epic 7th year on LEGO's Island in 2023 through early 2024. My God, that was a big year. Oh, frick, I just realized this is not in the library. Let me go put that there. Now that that's all over with, now we can explore the rest of the island properly without having to interfere with anything else. So, without further ado, let's jump into it. Since now we don't have to stop to interfere with anything. Anyway, as you guys can see, now we can actually tour this. Since now I've officially done everything we can here. Well, except for this. Opening it up. Dang it! Okay, so it's supposed to be specifically this banner right here. Oh, come on! Why did he have to be in the way? Anyway, it is the 6th anniversary banner. And from what I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is in the exact same spot as the 5th anniversary banner from exactly a year ago. Correct me if I'm wrong. Although I should know that, actually. But correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But yeah, if I'm aware, if I recall correctly. Oh yeah, also, this does say, this now. It's kind of a traditional line in all anniversary parties. Oh yeah, fun fact, I think this is the first time in like 2 years to have this over here back to its original spot, because last year it was on the cake itself because it was that special. Speaking of which, this is the first anniversary party to have 3 colors in it rather than just 2. Oh yeah, the bushes, the flowering gazella. The reason behind why this is here is because we just went into spring. Where I am in the world. Now, don't worry, this still means we are still having the celebration of spring for LEGO's Island in April. So, look out for that still in around like a month. Actually, less than a month. But, yeah, I thought I'd just put that there in a little reference. Anyway, by the way, in the yearbook, you may have noticed a lot of the one-day mini-events were not included. This is mainly due to the fact that, honestly, it would be way too much to write. And plus also, you already all know them by this point. My goal was to only include the mainline events. And technically 4th of July, considering it was a part of LEGO's Island Summer. And Memorial Day, because that was mission-based. Point is, if you're curious why I didn't include all the one-day mini-events, again, it would take way too much more time for me to write. Secondly, I wanted to dedicate it all to one specific page for each month. And including that would have already been even more difficult. Plus again, you already know what they all are by now at this point in time. I just thought I'd clear that up real quick before I get comments saying that. Because if I didn't, I probably would have already gotten them by now. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the port for the 6th anniversary of LEGO's Island? I really hope you guys love it. It is very, very cool. And without further ado, we can get out of here because we're done here. Next up, we're going to go to my cave. My original intention was to also decorate the underground party room, but I kind of ran out of time. Oh yeah, there's cakes here. Speaking of which, as we go up to the balcony, there are cakes here. Nice attention to detail, right? And so I'm up here. Yep, the spring bushes are to represent the fact that we just entered spring. Point is, that is really cool. Yeah, it's nice seeing all 3 of these guys here. Anyway, there's not really much to say up here, outside of just the streamers, of course, and of course the cakes, as we can clearly see here, which are all very, very cool. Going inside my cave, yes, we're already going in here, because there wasn't much there. there's a lot more decoration here. And I'm not gonna lie, this looks really cool. Oh yeah, this was kind of a last minute thing, by the way. I'm not lying, actually. That actually was kind of a last minute thing if I wanted to do this or not. But I looked at it and it looked really cool after. So, why not? It actually does look really cool. Anyway, yeah, what are your thoughts on this? I remember in previous anniversaries, I think there always used to be like an item here, but nope. I think in like the first and second anniversaries, respectively. Anyway, what are your thoughts on my cave? We still, of course, have the streamers up here as usual. That is seriously still cool. And, well, that's it for this room. However, surprisingly, the event room is not decorated. Like the underground party room, I was going to decorate, but I was starting to run out of time. So, maybe in a future video. Maybe the next episode I'll show you. Because I was starting to run out of time, and I want to finally get this out on the right day for the first time in like 4 years. That's something I still want to accomplish. Let's move on. The subways are decorated as well. The only thing being decorated are, of course, cakes, as we can clearly see here. Let's move on to the lodge. As technically, I was already going towards it anyway. So, here's the deal. Yep, items unlock every day. Yep, they are no longer unlocked from the beginning. Nope. This means you get to come back throughout the party, this time around, to actually get all the items. So, that's really cool. Now, you're probably wondering, where's the March 26th item? Because this says March 27th, and over there was March 25th. Ah! Down there. And I'll get to why later. You'll see when we go there. But, yeah, that's really cool. But yep, as you can see, we have the beacons here as usual. At least, actually, hold on just 1 second. 1 second. This might be the first LEGO's Island anniversary to include the beacons. Well, at least in a more traditional anniversary party, that is. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? The lodge inside, as you can see, is decorated, which we'll get into there in just a minute. So, that's really cool. And you know, I was going to change this too, but once again, I was kind of running out of time here. So, what are your thoughts so far on this anniversary party? You can definitely tell it looks way smaller. And I truly was not kidding when I said that was not a joke, guys. Well, let's head into the lodge. Dang, I remember last year this was the 2019 Haunted Mansion. It's nice to see it back to its normal design with anniversary decorations. I don't think we've seen that in at least 3 to 4 years. In fact, actually, I think it actually has been 4 years since the last time we've seen it in an anniversary design with its normal design. Actually, this might actually be the first time just 4 years in general that there has actually been anniversary decorations in here that is not the lodge. Anyway, that is really cool. I truly do love this. It looks amazing. Let's move on. Because up here, we got even more decorations. It seriously looks freaking beautiful up here as well, as you may notice. Yep, cakes literally everywhere during this. It looks seriously beautiful. And I truly love this. Let's move on. Yep, the only decoration is this right here, which means unfortunately you can't play this for the whole party, but that's fine. I barely use that. Yep, over here, this is decorated as well. Pretty sweet. We have this over here as well. So, that's really cool. Actually, wait a second. I could just head up here via this, actually. What am I thinking? Okay, so up here there is not that many decorations. It's just cakes. Oh, and yes, I will be adding this year's anniversary decorations up here, of course, after this party is over, of course. Since all the decorations will be stored up here once the party's over. So, yep, before potentially Cool Cat 33 asks me, yep, of course. I think this one over here will be moved to, like, right here so we could store the 6th anniversary one right where this is. But, of course, we obviously have to wait until after this party is over to store all the decorations here, as the party is currently ongoing. So that was kind of as expected. Let's get out of the lodge. There we go. Because, yeah, I accidentally placed down a banner there. Okay, basement's not decorated, but you can't even access it. Alright, moving on. Yeah, let's go to the theme park since we are, like, really close to it. And I just realized I never decorated the time travel park. God dang it. You know what? Not everywhere on the island needs to be decorated. In fact, unlike last year, yet not even the entire island's decorated. You can tell this is much more toned down. But yep, as we can see, the theme park is updated for the 6th anniversary. Except for that nonsense right there. Much better. Yeah, now this looks cool. Anyway, yeah, now this feels complete. This feels complete now. I definitely can guarantee you. This straight up, I'm not joking, feels complete now. So, let's continue. Okay, I don't know what the frick that was. But, yeah. Look at this. Looks pretty sweet. What are your thoughts on this? Yep, this is the anniversary theme park. Of course, a number 6 in the middle with, of course, a cake logo. Actually, now that I think about it. Why didn't I do that earlier? Oh, wait. Why do I even still have that in my inventory to begin with? I already have it. Yeah, I don't know why it took me until now to notice. Anyway, the reality is, yeah, we have the beacons all over the place, as you can clearly see. And this is kind of why I wanted to get in there. I'll get to there in a minute. Or at least a few minutes, because we got to go over here to the roller coaster park, which does have anniversary decorations. Not that many decorations, but hey, it's something. In fact, I don't even remember if these were decorated last year, now that I think about it. Yeah, now that I think about it, were these even decorated the year prior? These parks? Yeah, now that I think about it, were they? I'll have to go check the last year's video for the 5th anniversary to see if these were decorated. But, so, yeah. If not, that's unfortunate. Okay, apparently still have not re-added all the games here. I really need to do that. Anyway, this is the game park, technically. Even though there's no games here. I still need to add them back after the Christmas event. Oh boy! Yeah, this looks cool. Since there's not much here, we can just leave immediately. I still hope you guys do love the arches, though. They do look pretty sweet. Now, over here, I know I said that I was going to fix this by then. Once again, don't have time. But this actually has some pretty cool decorations in it. Look at this. You can tell I went all out for this one. Hey, I had to go all out in some places. And, well, I chose this place, apparently. Oh, yeah, I still get a light up down here. I think I said I would do that eventually. I think when this party got released. Okay, I think this is the only one not to have a candle, I don't think. Actually, we don't even need one there. I think this place already has enough decorations to begin with. Seriously though, this does actually look pretty cool. What are your thoughts so far on the anniversary? It does look really, really sweet. It truly does, especially with all the cakes around here. You can truly tell I was truly dedicated to this party. But, yeah, also, you may notice for all the ticket stones that all of them are green, with cakes on them and in the symbol here. Nice attention to detail, right? I know, looks pretty sweet. Literally. And yes, I can actually say that within reason. Seriously, this looks freaking beautiful. And I love every bit of it. Well, outside of, well, the water park, we still have the medieval park to take a look at. Which here is where March 26th is. I wasn't joking earlier when I said it was down here. Yep, here it is. And I promise, unlike the banner, it's actually in here. Actually, for all items, they are in here. I don't know what the heck was going on earlier. I don't know how. I thought I've already placed this banner that I'm already holding in there, but apparently I didn't. By the way, these banners were literally put in right before recording this video. I thought I'd just make that clear. Yeah, I thought I'd just make that clear. Those banners were put in right before recording, and I'm seriously not even lying. They actually were. But yeah, I mean, this was actually one of the last rooms I did before recording, actually. If it was actually. But this actually looks really cool. Oh yeah, still gotta fix that too. There's supposed to be a game there, as the sign explains. Surprised that didn't get blown up. Oh yeah, the Medieval Kingdom is open alongside all the challenges. I don't think we'll go through them in this video since that's gonna take way too long. So, what are your thoughts on the Medieval Park for the anniversary? Truly hope you guys love it. It is truly cool to see what I've created. Again, apparently you can't even go up this staircase. I think because I blocked it with the cake there. Yeah, I don't know why I did that, honestly. Anyway, going up here, as you guys can see, it is all filled with anniversary-themed medieval banners. Yep, I'm just showing you again, just so I can get them all. But, yeah, it looks like this. It seriously looks amazing of what I did for the 6th anniversary. Well, we are done with the theme park, except for the time travel park, but I didn't decorate that, so we can just get out of here immediately and go to the water park. I'm going to be clear here. The water park has not that many decorations, so we will not be here long. I'm actually not joking. We really will not be here that long. Because as you can see, there's not that many decorations here. Kind of did that on purpose because, well, we're actually about to celebrate this place's 4th anniversary, like, on the last day of the event, so that also kind of makes sense. Because, yeah, the anniversary of the water park is literally, of course, the last day of this entire event, March 31st. So, that's also explainable, too, because we're just going to have more decorations here on that day. Which is serious. I'm not making that up, actually. There will be more decorations here, so it's kind of as expected here not to see much. Because, again, there will be more added later on when that event goes live. For just that one day, of course. March 31st, which is a Friday. Pretty sweet. Oh yeah, the ice core room's down there, by the way, for this. It looks pretty sweet. What are your thoughts so far on all these rooms? I truly think I did a good job. And well, I told you we wouldn't be here long, because that's it. Yep, I told you we wouldn't be here long. Since we're next to it, let's go to the other side of the island next. Since we are literally, like, right next to it. Alright, this is also one of the other rooms that I did right before recording as well. The medieval park being the last. But this was the second to last place I did because I realized I hadn't decorated it yet at the time. But you can probably see what I did here. All the gardens have been transformed into cakes, which is kind of a nice touch. Of course, the first thing you'll probably notice is the number 6 made out of cakes. Okay, I thought that was Cake who's standing on there. That would have been funny. But no, it was Raz. But actually quite of a coincidence, because most of these are made out of green candles anyway. Anyway, we got some streamers around here on the trees. That looks really cool. Like I said, the gardens have been all shaped out into cakes. Well, what I mean by is all the cakes are being shaped in the way the garden technically is for each of these. If it wasn't already pretty freaking clear. Which it is clear, because as you can see over here, the same thing applies. And there are some cakes on places that aren't even the garden at all, because I thought, why not? But as you can see, it's pretty clear that I went all out for this. Over there is not updated. In fact, none of the New York rooms are updated. Yep, unlike last year, I want to make it clear with you all. When we head over to the dog park, yeah, you'll notice something's a little off. Not a bad thing, but you'll know what I mean later. It's not a bad thing, I promise. Nothing bad here. Nothing bad in this event. I promise. I really do promise. Anyway, let's make our way all the way over to the blacksmith shop next. There we go. So, here we are. And some more bushes for spring appeared here. So that is always nice. This item will unlock on March 28th. Which we will unwrap that on the March 29th episode. Anyway, here is the blacksmith shop for the 6th-year anniversary of Lego's Island. It does look really cool. There's not that much decoration here outside of the beacons, of course. So, that's always cool, right? Yeah, I truly think I did a good job for the majority of these rooms. Comment down below if you agree the same. Yep, the ice core room is down here, as per usual. And dang, dude, I really need to clean that up down there. You see all that pink and white? That's not supposed to be there. Anyway, yeah, there's not much to really say in here, so we can actually get out of here. In fact, that is it. Now, the tallest mountain, like the event room and the underground party room, I was going to decorate this as well. Once again, ran out of time. So now, over there is not decorated. But what is decorated is the resort. Yeah, the resort is updated, of course. Oh yeah, and if you're curious, this item will unlock on Wednesday, March 29th, right here, which is technically on top of the end part of the, water slide here from, Lego's Island Summer World Tour from 2021. Anyway, what are your thoughts on the resort? As you can see, it looks very, very decorated, but not too decorated compared to last year, where it was a past room design from July 2019. Seriously, this does look very, very pretty, and I just love all the colors I put in. It's just very unique, and I truly appreciate it all. With that all in mind, what are your thoughts on the resort? As you may notice, there is one cake each representing for all 6 tents, making a reference to 6 years, of course. There are a lot of 6-year references in here. Of course. You know the number 6 made out of cakes? Yep, that's one. The other having, of course, one cake for each of the 6 umbrellas. Because, of course, 6 years. Because of this party. And this world. Now being 6 years old. Holy frick, I still cannot believe it. How the frick have I had it this long? Okay, that's not supposed to still be here. That's from the construction. I just noticed that like right now. Hopefully that's the last time we encounter something like that. I really hope. Okay, now this is pretty small. So this is supposed to say LI6. Of course, making a reference to Lego's Island's 6th anniversary. And that is actually all that's up here. I'm not joking. That's it. That's literally all that needs to be said here. But in spirit of the anniversary and this just world in general, let's, of course, open this up and get ourselves a minecart and make our way up to the Pet Cemetery Mountain in tradition. Like we've always done back in the past. I just realized we should have gone to the campsite first. Yeah, this makes way more sense because if we already went up there, it would just make our pathway down to the village. And then I would have completely forgotten about the campsite and Dog Park overall. I'm glad I remembered that now. We'll be back up there in a few minutes. We just gotta tour these rooms first. There are no items here, but just some beautiful decorations. I think this is the first room we're going into, I think, since the other side of the island not to have an item. So, yeah. But, yeah, take a look at this, guys. It actually looks very beautiful. I truly do love everything I did. And you know what? In spirit of the anniversary, let's change all these to cakes. This is just a last-minute addition I thought I'd do myself right now. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Oh, Dan, there's still frogs down here? I heard one. No, in actual seriousness, this is how it looks. It looks very, very pretty. I truly do love all the beautiful colors around this room. Comment down below if you like them too, because they do look very, very pretty. In there is not updated, only on the outside. So that is very, very cool. And yep, over here is updated as well. That is, okay, where the frick is everybody else? Okay, nobody's died yet. Thank God. Like, none of the dogs have died yet, which is good. Wait a minute, are you kidding me? Is Rez the only one still here? Where are the other two? Where did the other two go, now that I think about it? Did I just go too far away? Or did I accidentally sit them down somewhere that I am not genuinely aware of? Or maybe they got stuck in something, I don't know. We're gonna go find them, I'll go find them off camera. Man, I swear, where the heck did Cake and Lucky go? They were here. Anyway, that's going off topic, of course. So, what are your thoughts on the campsite here? As you can see, looks very beautiful for the anniversary party for Lego's Island. And I truly love it all. It truly looks absolutely amazing. And well, with all of that in mind, that is it for the campsite. Let's make our way down to the dog park now. And this is where I'm going to tell you where things feel very off compared to previous years. Yeah. Notice how much of a dramatic downgrade this feels compared to the year prior. Last year, this was a lit up theme park. And I don't mean just here in just the dog park itself. No. All 3 houses had something in mind for the lit up theme park theme that I had going. Oh, and yeah, did you notice that for a second? None of these are decorated, which also makes it feel very, very, very off. Unlike last year where they actually were decorated. What happened here? Well, I didn't feel like decorating them this year around. So yeah, at least I decorated the dog park. At least you can give me credit for that one. But remember, guys, I wanted to downscale. So not every room is decorated. So yeah, ultimately, back here used to have the Cornhole games and of course all the New York prizes. If you recall, like right here in this very spot was the prizes. And over here was just the Cornhole game. Dear God, man, to not have any of that here is kind of disappointing. But it's kind of as expected if I wanted to downgrade in terms of decorations. Oh, and as in tradition, never forget, except I did on the way here. Alright, I'm gonna stop messing around now. We can actually head up here for real this time. I'm actually serious. We can head up here for real this time. But before I do that, let me go find the other two. Yep, just as I figured. Okay, now we're up here for real this time. And see, now we have everybody. Now I found everybody. We can actually remove that, so hopefully none of them get stuck in there. Plus also, we aren't gonna need it after, as we're just gonna go down the subway. Anyway, this will unlock on March 30th. Anyway, here is the Pet Cemetery Mountain for the 6th anniversary. This looks very pretty, even in here. And yes, I will use that minecart when we go down there, so I'll place that there. Anyway, we have 6 cakes here in reference to 6 years. We have cakes all over here as well, as you can see. I know, this looks very, very cool. And once again, the present here. Of course, streamers all over the place. Of course. Yep, streamers all over the place. Okay, how the heck did they just take damage? There's nothing up here that can make them take damage. That's weird. Maybe that was just a glitch. Yeah, because that's weird. There's nothing up here that can make these guys take damage unless they take fall damage. Well, going in here, as you can see, well, yeah, it looks like this. Oh, Rez tried to escape. Yeah, no, you're staying here, bud. At least until we get out of here. After we're done. Point is, speaking of which, this is how the room looks. This looks very, very cool. And I truly hope you guys love this. This is truly a really cool room. And yes, even the upstairs is decorated before any of you go asking. Yes, the upstairs is decorated for this party. In fact, these two right here, I didn't even need to change colors because they were already these colors anyway. Because they always were. This one and this one for Lucky and Aquaman. And yep, we have some cakes here, around like 7 of them. Hey, next year that'll make sense. Anyway, that's really cool. What are your thoughts up here? And comment down below and tell me what you think. Hey, now everybody finds me. As I'm about to leave the room. In fact, the entire building itself. Because we're done here. In fact, we are done here entirely on this mountain. So, guys, after all of this, you know where we go for last. Tradition. Almost basically every single event tour since the beginning. The village. You know the deal. Every event tour always ends with the frickin', come on, bud. It happens every time. Every time. Dude, it happens like every time for some reason. Almost every time. I swear, another one of them appears in front of me out of freaking nowhere. I only did that because I assumed a minecart was there. Thank God I had candles. Oh, yeah. Hey, Shamrock! Hey, we'll keep him here since he's technically green, too. That would have worked so much better on St. Patrick's Day, which I think we did. Lastly but not least, guys, and hey, there's another number 6. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to heal Cake because she's low on health. Or at least almost. Anyway, you have another number 6 right here. Made out of cakes. Looks very, very cool. This is the village, guys. This is it. The final area in this party. The village. And then we're done. Yep, you bet I took until now to notice that the beacons were not lit up here. Yeah, I didn't realize that until now, actually. Those were supposed to be lit up in those colors. Anyway, back to the tour. And our final area, the tour. So, what are all of your thoughts here on the village? It looks very pretty. It unlocks on March 31st, which, by the way, if you're curious, this locates down to, of course, here. Since, well, the present's technically covering the entrance it would have been if it was just straight down. And here's another number 6. This is the last one in this party. But yeah, more spring bushes everywhere. You may notice they're only located in rooms that are just like the mainline rooms from when the island started. Well, except for the blacksmith shop. But, yeah, 10:07. Holy frick, we're getting through this really quick. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this, guys? This looks seriously beautiful. And, well, we still got around 5 more rooms to tour. Because, yeah, did I forget all about all these buildings? Nope, we still have to explore the coffee shop. As you guys can see, we do have villagers in here. Now that I think about it, I should probably do that for the other ones, too. So I'll keep that in there just in case. And I just realized I never put candles on these cakes. I literally just realized that now. I never put candles on these cakes. My bad, guys. I just noticed. Yep, it took me until literally right now to notice. Much better. Hold on. Now that I just realized it. Yes! All of them have their respective colors on them. Well, except for this one in particular. Yeah, see, there we go. All of these now have their respective colors on them, which is nice. Let's hope I don't have to do that again. Nice, I think everybody's in here. I think everyone except for Cake. Anyway, what are your thoughts on this? Yep, this is the coffee shop for the anniversary. It looks very beautiful. And I love it. Let's move on. Next up is the library. And I also just realized there's no candles on these cakes, but at this point, I don't feel like fixing anything else. Plus also, it would waste way more time. Okay, cool, we do have a villager here. What are your thoughts, guys, on this? It seriously does look very, very beautiful. Yeah, the library design does look very cool. And with all of that in mind, since this room is so small, we can just already automatically get out of here. Next up, the first house. Okay, so all of these apparently do not have candles in them. Hey, nice for Cake to join me, as this room makes sense for her. Oh, perfect timing. Let me actually put these diamonds that we collected in there. Anyway, the beds are made out of these colors respectively. And that's for both houses. Anyway, since this house is even smaller than the library, we won't even need to be in here that long. Of course, 6 cakes in reference to 6 years, of course. And that's all that needs to be said. Since this house is, like, really small. Yep, Cake TP'd over here. Nice. Oh, she tried to escape like Raz. I don't think so, bud. Not until we leave after touring. But yeah, we're second to last room, guys, and then we're done with this entire party. I'm not joking. We are literally done with this entire party after the clothes shop. Which, yes, as you can see, it's decorated. Because you can see green. speaking of which, the final room in the party, the clothes shop. Can we get everybody in here to celebrate the final room? Woo! Yeah, everybody's in here for the last room. Yep, the clothes shop. The final room in this party. Outside of all the temporary rooms. But I'm not going to go through that right now. This video is already crazy long enough. I'll go through them in a later episode. This episode's already crazy long enough. But not as much as the year prior. God, no. This looks amazing. And well, with all that being said, after 52 minutes, the event tour is over. Guys, thank you so much for watching the 6-year anniversary episode of Legos Island. It's crazy that we have been doing this for 6 years. Of course, here is to 7 years in 2024 on Monday, March 25th, 2024, because next year is a leap year. So it'll land on a Monday next year, so that is very cool. And without that being said, that's it. I'll catch you all in the next one. See you next time.